The sponsor of this episode is BetterHelp.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Neds Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. So on our pod, we talk a lot about our mental health, right? Sharing our mental health stories. And in doing that, we have come across a great resource called BetterHelp.
Yes, we want to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp, and I just want to share a little bit of like my personal therapy journey. I didn't start with a therapist until later into my 20s. Parents were getting divorced, lots of struggle and transition in my life, and it became very overwhelming. Didn't know what I was feeling and didn't even know how to access what I was feeling so that I could move beyond it. And it was affecting my job, it was affecting my relationships, it was affecting just my day-to-day feeling okay with myself and like life could move forward. And having a therapist that I trust and that I enjoy talking to has been a major tool in getting through those difficult times. And we all have them in whatever shape, whatever form, they come up. Yeah. And therapy's there. It's there as a resource. Like, we no longer have excuses that we don't have access because there are companies like BetterHelp that have made it easy to get there. Yeah. All that to say, Daniel, there's no excuse.
No, hey, guys, the struggle is real, all right? No one's perfect, and you're not alone. There are people out there that you can speak to. So we want to let you guys know that BetterHelp is out there. Yep. If you're ready to start your therapy journey.
Yeah, they've made it convenient. They made it easy. It's all online.
All online.
And another incentive is the 10% off code that we can offer you.
Go to betterhelp.com/NedsDeclassified for 10% off your first month of therapy with a licensed professional specific to your needs. You deserve a great life, guys.
I'm going to use that code. Let's go.
It's time, Daniel.
BetterHelp.
It's time to talk yourself through it.
And we're on a pod! What's going on? Special guest.
Oh my gosh. How you
Marquise Brown.
I'm sorry, can we add the C in there? Marquise C. Brown. Just
Marquise C. Brown.
Marquise
Put that C in there.
When did that, has that C always been in there?
It started to become in there. Like once I saw like so many Marquises, like there's a football player, probably multiple football players, Marquise Brown. So, you know, just like for clarification.
Exactly.
He's the Marquise C.
Yes,
Brown.
so for our listeners and viewers, Marquise C. Brown.
Wait, question. What is the C for?
Christina.
Christina.
Yes.
Marquise Christina Brown.
Yeah.
Our friend from Neds Declassified played Chandra on the show.
Yes.
Like Moses' like best friend.
C.
Yes. Oh.
I like the C.
Marquise Chandra Brown. I love that.
Turn up.
You were with us from episode 1.
Yes,
Dude.
absolutely.
You had the one of the quoted lines, it's like heaven in a locker.
Oh my goodness.
Like
I forgot about
pilot
that.
episode lockers.
Yep.
It's like heaven in a locker.
Oh, wow. Thanks for that memory. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. I didn't even have a name at that point. I think it was like Girl One or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You started as like Girl One filling in spaces and then graduated to Chandra.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
What was your process to get on the show, to start at, like, how did you...
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, how'd you get in the business, and then how did your Ned's journey start?
Okay, that's a very fun question that I actually really enjoy telling, all the story I enjoy telling. So I begged my mom when I was a kid, like, get me into acting, all this stuff. She told me no so many times. I went and took a bath one day. This is like 5 years old, so let's just get that there. Went and took a bath, got out of the bath, covered myself in baby powder, put on a Jasmine like sleep set, and then that's all I remembered of the story. And then my mom was like, no, and then you did your old lady character and like put on a whole skit and was like, fine, okay, we'll figure it out. So there was like a family.
She's destined to be an actress.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And now the baby powder, was it just because you were like
I think I
lighter?
knew. No, I think I knew. Yeah, my brain was like, well, we're not the same complexion as
So I gotta
Jasmine.
put the makeup on.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
This is makeup.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly. But
That's
like I
great.
had a whole like treasure chest full of like wigs and things. I was like always creating stories and, you know, characters
Nice.
and things like that. So yes, that is how. And so we had a family friend and my mom was like, I worked with this guy to help me get into the industry. Yes. So when it comes to actually Neds Declassified, I cannot remember quite exactly how that audition process was, but I can tell you how I started acting.
Yes.
Hey, lit.
Yes. Perfect. Beautiful
She's
story.
like, Neds is too small. For me.
I'm not sure.
I barely remember being on that show.
No, it was great. I remember there were like several stories I actually remember, but like the pilot episode and not necessarily the episode, but also just like our schooling that we had to do and just all being in the same room. So when we when we did transfer to, I don't even remember like what studio, and probably when we actually got picked up, you guys went to a separate room, and like my brain was so confused as to like, why can't we all be in the same class?
Oh yeah, was it a big deal?
Yeah, for me, yeah, it was such a big deal because like we started off in the same class.
Together.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember like trying to sneak in like your classroom and be like,
Bro, I used to love when we got visitors, especially you. That was a fun one.
that
was a fun one.
I appreciate it. Yeah. But like those are the things that I remember like trying, like having to be in school and like, trying to just focus and be like, I want to hang out. I want to be friends. So
Oh my gosh.
School. We spent a lot of time in school,
We
guys,
did.
for the people that don't know.
Yeah,
Yes,
child
we did.
labor laws.
Yeah.
3 hours of schooling a day.
Yeah, there aren't many labor laws that protect us, but that one. We
but
stayed
that
in
one,
school.
it must be done.
That one.
Yeah, I forgot that we all started in one room. I think it was my mom who was like, like these kids need to, because like we weren't getting school done.
Yeah,
there
for
was
sure.
20 of us in a
Yeah.
school room.
Not at
like,
all.
School's
That's
not
true.
happening.
Not
We're
at all.
playing.
Oh, yeah.
My mom was like, no, these kids are gonna be like us who are on
Yes.
it every time. She's
Yeah.
like, no, they need to actually learn while we're doing this.
Understandably,
like
yeah.
we're gonna be on the show a while. We need to learn.
And Devon needs a private bathroom.
Hey.
Still didn't get that. Still didn't get that.
It never came. It never
Look,
came.
look how upset he still is about it.
I need to poop in private.
He's got a pooping problem, guys.
I do not.
He's got a pooping problem.
I
guys.
don't.
I think he actually has a very healthy bowel.
Thank you.
Oh,
that's
that I
good.
do.
Devon,
She's like, I've
cheers
seen
to
it
that.
up close.
I mean, when I get my telescope up there, it's like, whoa, sir, are you pregnant?
No, it's just poop.
Wow.
Goodness. But yeah, it's so great to see you. Like, it's been a part of this
Thanks.
podcast journey, has been like watching these episodes for the
Yeah,
first time in
man.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them I have memories from.
Okay.
So many of them, not a memory.
Wow.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was so long ago that like some of these episodes, I'm like, if I didn't know that was me, you could have told me, this
Sure.
was anyone else's show. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember filming these episodes because
Yeah.
we were little baby children.
We sure were.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So my favorite Chandra moment was when you go, Jennifer, I'm going to the bathroom or whatever, and I'm like, I'll come with you because I don't know, I can't fucking the fucking line, but it's like my favorite thing was looking across and being like, because I know how to go to the bathroom or something like that.
I remember that.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
it was like a moment. Yeah, when you were trying to.
Because you needed
assert
a
yourself as
second. You needed a second to
Yes.
go to the bathroom
There
with
we
you,
go.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes.
you and I just looked at each other and were like, let's go.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
those are the days of my braces and trying to like figure out how to like adjust my mouth around those things.
You had braces?
I
back then?
believe I
had them too.
did.
I
I
asked- yeah, you
believe
probably did.
if that was
Like
like
first season
14.
or-
But
Yeah,
you brought them,
second
they weren't
season.
the whole thing.
No, they weren't.
No.
Yeah, no. But like I'm trying
lip
to.
thing,
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
having
Just
to do
trying
that.
to get your lips around braces
And not
is
scrape
kinda
your- your upper and bottom.
jack
Oh.
your mouth up.
I had
Yeah.
this thing. I think it was in first season. I
Invisalign.
lost some. No, I never got Invisalign. I lost like a tooth late, so I
Okay.
lost it like on Neds,
Yeah.
and so I had a flipper.
Oh, I think I remember
right?
this.
Like I had
Yes.
a tooth. So like for those of you at home. When like a child actor loses a tooth, you have to get like a little custom tooth to put
Lindsay's just gesticulating off camera for those listening.
Yeah, so like a child actor will have to get it's called a flipper. They'll custom make like a retainer with a tooth on it to fill in that gap because like I couldn't be Ned smiling
Yeah.
with like a gap.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so then my real tooth started to grow in over the flipper, so it wasn't fitting well. And in one of the scenes on Ned, it's in the bloopers, I like something happened, I got hit, and I swallowed my flipper.
Oh
my gosh.
remember
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Yeah, so we're filming like with my little flipper tooth in, and like in the scene, I was like, oh, I just swallowed my fiber.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait. Give me the rest of that story.
How did it
come
come
Oh, you
out?
mean like
Yeah.
how did it?
Yeah, did you feel that thing ripping through your intestines? Or?
Flipping through your intestines?
Yeah, I had to go to the hospital. No, I don't.
No, really?
I don't remember. No, I think my.
Dang. Lord.
I think my mom probably called and like was like, "Is he gonna die?" And they were like, "No,
Unfortunately, no.
unfortunately."
He's fine, man.
He still has a life to
Yeah,
live.
I think it just came out.
Wow.
My mom would know the end of that story. I don't remember it. She might have had to
Well-
like look to make sure it came out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you weren't already looking. I do a thorough check of my bowels
Bruh.
since I was 7, 8.
Now, clarify. You just used your hands. Was that metaphorically or literally?
Sifting
Look. What I do in my bathroom is my business.
Yes,
Dang.
Okay.
Except you brought it up to
I
me.
did.
Absolutely.
But here's my question. So did the set have to go to the expense of getting you another one? Because those are expensive.
Can't remember. You know, I was a child.
Did you shoot the rest of the scene? So it was like Ned's Hillbilly Declassified.
Yeah, I think that I was probably trying. I think that I was probably trying to like keep my lip down.
Sure.
Not smile. Shoot me from this side. Yeah.
But that story actually reminds me of when we were doing the wood shop episode or something. I don't remember.
Vermin.
But like, yeah, see, exactly. But I think it was like wood crib.
Lathe?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm sitting there and like I'm in the front row and we're about to shoot and I have gum in my mouth and I know doggone well I shouldn't have gum in my mouth. So they say action and I'm like, oh yeah. And so we're supposed to be cheering. I'm like, ah, yes. And then like wood chips are flying and then like wood chip flew into my mouth. And so I'm like, So I'm trying
to maintain the clapping.
Yes, absolutely. Because I knew doggone well I shouldn't have had gum in my mouth. And also a wood chip is down my mouth. And like at that age, I didn't know, like, I didn't want to be like, I'm choking. It's just like,
Dang.
keep it going. The show is alive.
Dang, this is more important than my life.
Yes,
Oh, God.
exactly. It's okay. I'll breathe.
Damn.
Yeah. So that just reminds me of
is
just,
so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
First of all,
wild.
not to take it to Debbie Downer, but how like sad is that? That
That
like,
she wouldn't
Yeah.
advocate for
just
herself.
that,
in that
I
moment.
think a lot of young,
Yes.
just young
Yes.
kids
Yeah.
in general, like, I mean, I know that I was always like, whatever you need
Yeah.
this fucking arm,
pressure.
take it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll
I don't
grow
know
a
what
new
that
one.
is. Like, as kids, I think we want to please just as people,
Yes.
and like, we're in this situation that we feel very, very honored to be in,
Yeah.
you know, and we've worked to get here, and we don't want to be a problem or let go or
Yes.
anything, and that kind of like translates into even physically sometimes like being uncomfortable or hurting yourself.
Oh, yeah.
or,
Yeah.
you know, not asking for like a pad if you're falling or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
A
yeah.
menstrual pad.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
then. No, I used to refuse the pads because I thought that made me like, oh yeah, I'm like Tom Cruise. I do my own stuff.
Yeah.
You hit your knees enough times though.
Yeah, you're good.
That kneecap's gonna get it.
Fucking Daniel just flopping around.
Bruh.
And Daniel
I don't
flopped
need that.
every scene.
Every scene, not
Every
just every
scene.
episode, every scene.
Every scene.
I don't need.
I'm good.
I think even without becoming a child actor, I would have ended up a people pleaser. But really, with the child acting, you really become like that of just like, no, it's not whatever you need. I'm
Yeah,
not.
sure.
My
Yeah.
needs and wants.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just
You.
so lucky
I'm-
to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lucky to be here. Lucky to be
It's so
here.
much of that, but I also think because I recently had this conversation about how we kind of are innately groomed to be people pleasers. Like when you're growing up as a child, like you have to please your parents.
Yeah.
Like they tell you like, oh, go to sleep, and you're like, I don't really want to go to sleep. And it's like, go to sleep. Okay, fine, I'll go to sleep.
Right.
But like it's so much of that within our development. So then when we become adults, it's a natural thing I think innately for us to figure out like, one, like, are we still people pleasing and how can we get out of that? But like also speaking up for ourselves. But then going back to acting, I remember getting to the point where I was like, that my life is not my own. And like, that was sad. And I didn't realize it. And there were like 2 seasons of my life where I really remember that experience and that thought process of being like wanting to be so available for auditions, and like you can't go on vacation or you plan a vacation and then it's like, oh, but you have an audition. It's like, okay, but I booked out, so why did I book out? And it's like, no, but then so it's like always wanting to be available for the opportunities,
Losing yourself in it.
and you lose so much of yourself. So I think that like, yes, as to you're saying, like we have grown up to be Oh man, I was waiting for that to come out. Jeez,
Hey,
Louise.
got that phlegm.
Jeez.
Get it on out. Get it out.
I was trying to be cute earlier, like, excuse me. Gosh.
Girl, get it clear.
It was graceful. It was
you.
graceful. Clear it on out.
I might have a little bit more later, excuse me.
Hey, hold on. Love it.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
That's great.
Oh, I feel better.
There's that head voice.
Yeah, there we go. So in that development, but also recognizing like the unhealthy thought process of considering how my life is not my own because I've dedicated so much mentally to this thing. Like it's such a mental game.
Yeah, and you'd be like, I'm in too deep to stop now.
oh
but it's
yeah,
like,
for
you
sure.
have
But then it's like to hear yourself saying like, my life is not my own.
Yeah, that's
What
What are you
yeah,
on?
that's
Yeah.
not a great
No.
belief or state of being.
No, not at all.
That
So-
statement truly describes how I was with my first manager and how just how what I thought. Like my life was not my own, and that's why it got so lost in just other
Yes.
things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And personally trying to find my way out of it because I just never put it that way, but that's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
I think that's a journey for all of us actors, especially if you started super young. I definitely have gone through I think it's constantly evolving, that thing of I have this dream that I care so much about and I put my entire life into, like you said, mental energy, keeping up my belief that I can see this dream through
Yes.
even when I can't see it externally, right?
That.
So like so much self-time with it. And then, there is an aspect to pursuing acting where, you feel like you can't live fully your other things you want to
Yes.
do or travel or just
Yes.
feel free in your fucking life because
Yes.
you're waiting for the door to open
Oh
for
my
you
gosh,
and
yes.
waiting for the
Oh,
audition.
yes.
And then maybe you're like, fuck it. Like after years, you're like, fuck it. I'm going to book a ticket and I'm going to go just travel. And then of course a fucking audition comes and it's like,
and you book it. It's like the biggest thing. And you're like, okay, so I need you to book a vacation.
yeah, there's such a weird, like, kind of like toxic relationship,
Yes.
abusive relationship
Yes.
aspect to pursuing acting.
Yeah.
And at its worst, you can feel so disempowered in your own life, even though it's your dream that
Right.
you're choosing.
Exactly.
And you could fucking give it up at any time.
Any point.
Or
Yes.
turns out, what I've grown into is turns out, if I want to pass it on an audition, I fucking can. If I
Yes.
want to go travel for a while
Yeah.
and whatever opportunities I miss,
Yeah,
I fucking can.
absolutely. Yeah.
I feel settled in the last couple years that like I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life.
Okay, yeah.
So I also need to live my life.
Absolutely.
And I also need life experience to bring to the work.
That
Yeah,
part.
so-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm just gonna do me for a while, and if the opportunities line up, great. If I'm traveling and some shit comes, whatever, man.
good for
They
you.
missed me. They missed me. I didn't
There'll
miss
be more.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so. Yeah,
But
good
it's
for you.
it's a journey.
yeah. It
You
really
you're still on it? You still in it?
is.
Let's go.
Marquise
You know.
C. Brown, baby.
I am now in that point of being like, I'm going to live my life.
Oh.
I'm gonna, at the end of last year, I was feeling like, okay, I need to take a break. And like, much like a lot of people, like the pandemic was like, and thankfully, I feel like I got more big audition opportunities during that time than I had experienced prior to that moment. And so with the necessity of like all these self-tapes, and I'm doing these self-tapes and I'm trying to work with friends, but I'm getting bigger opportunities. And my manager's like, this isn't working. So like, you need to coach. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll coach. So I coach and now I'm paying for coaching. I'm paying for tapes. And now at this point, I'm like, I'm paying for auditions. Okay. So then she says the coach that I'm working with isn't working. So go to this coach. Now this coach is more expensive. I'm like, okay, cool. I will use it as an investment. Correct. Exactly. I will treat it as an investment. So now I'm like, then I become like dependent upon this coach, and she's lovely. Absolutely love her. But yet it's like the financial aspect. And I'm like at this point, like just pouring, like dumping into it. Like I'm investing in myself because I want this thing. And it's like, it's bound to happen. And then I was like, listen, I'm tapped out. And so it's that same mindset of like trying to give so much to this thing because you want this grandiose opportunity. And yet, and it would be like, oh, you're great, but
Yep.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just one more. Like, oh. And so like, I just felt this urge of like, okay, I need to break. And so I tell a good friend of mine that I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about taking like these like 6 months of a break. And he's like, ooh, that's a long time. I'm like, no, I understand. And so then we have the same manager. So I talked to my manager and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about taking like, at this point it was like a 4-month break. And she's like, that's a long time. I was like, I understand, but that's why I'm talking. I'm open to like figuring something out. And she's like, it's just a long time. I'm like, okay.
Do you have any other feedback?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Also, no, it fucking isn't.
Yeah,
What'd you
not
say?
really.
Also, no, it isn't.
That time, no. It's not.
And so especially
Years go by.
Correct. And so to consider like I had to really consider for myself how long I've been doing this. I'm like, I've been doing this for a lot of years.
Yeah, that's a
So
small fraction.
It's a small fraction. So I decided, I'm like, okay, I hear you, but I'm gonna take a break. So I took a break for like 4 months at the end of the year, and then we like January came, and she's like, so how are you feeling? I'm like, I haven't missed it. Like I missed, I missed the idea of like creating characters and telling stories, which I also realized in this time, like that's really why I got into acting, is to create characters and to tell stories. So I'm now trying to discover like what that looks like for me and like how I can expand in my creativity. So that's what I'm doing now. It's phenomenal. I'm working on a personal development book and I'm really excited about that.
Lit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, that should be, I'm hoping that it can be published. I'm self-publishing by the end of the year. Nice. So, but it's just like such a journey. I've never written a book before, but I've imagined myself writing a book and also a personal development book nonetheless.
Get it done.
My
help
goodness.
the world.
Yes. So personal development book is coming out at some point in time.
So
Open up a little bit more about that to me, because like just from your IG and whatever, like you are so like in tune, it seems like, right?
Wow, thank you.
So yeah. So just tell me about like that, your connection with spirit and how that kind of like helps you through. Like, I absolutely love that aspect of you. I feel like it just like you can feel it coming off of you, just
Thank
this
you.
calm,
Thank you.
nice thing.
Thank
So,
you. I appreciate that. Thank
yeah.
you.
Has that been, tested throughout this journey? And
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't have like my spirituality. Like, so I started to get actually into like personal development. Easy for me to say that and say that 5 times fast. Personal development, like around 23, and that's when I started to really realize, like, oh crap, you don't know anything. You think you know so much, and now I'm like, oh man. So then I also started to become like more self-aware of like, oh wow, I'm not doing the same things I used to do, or like the thought process, and it was kind of tripping me out. Like, so as I'm reading these books and then also becoming more self-aware, but then also trying to figure out like, is anyone else processing like this? Like, do you ever just sit around and be like, wow, I would have made a different decision previously, but now I'm doing something different. And so I kept having this like dynamic thought of like, oh, I would have it. Now I'm currently. Who am I?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So life has progressed. I'm reading these books, and that has really helped. And just like my relationship with God is so important, and it's grown. And also not necessarily like the religious aspect of things, but like the spiritual aspects of like knowing that like I am not alone. And I think that is so important. I just wish that more people can understand whatever spirit looks like for them, just to know that like you are not alone. And I think it can be hard to get around the idea of this seemingly, for some people, this grandiose idea of spirit. Like, well, what does that really mean? But I think it's just like the internal thought of like, everything doesn't have to rely on your shoulders, and depend on like your thought process. Yes, you got to think for yourself, of course, but like there are so many resources that you can turn to, and there are aspects that we can refer to and from other people's knowledge and gain from their nuances. So it's been within like this self-discovery of life and also just trying to find balance with acting, because you need it, because also in taking on these different characters and learning that you can't judge the characters, but you have to like learn to understand them and like find it within your body. That's a lot. So I remember I think it was this like commercial audition that I had, and it was like such a heavy topic, and I remember leaving the audition being like, oh man, I'm like drained.
A lot of weight on you.
Yeah. And so just like being aware of these aspects of what it is that we do, I just felt like innately called to like really try to like figure myself out, because we can get so lost in like taking on these different attributes and trying to find it within ourselves. Yes.
And
Yeah.
like, where do I start?
Yeah,
Where do I
what's my
start?
center?
Yeah.
What's my place? Yeah.
Yes. What's my place? And also starting so young, it can be you can like easily be bombarded with all of these different characteristics that you do have to take on for the sake of this job.
Yeah.
And then
Never found your own
is that
foundation.
correct.
That's
how I
Yes,
feel.
real.
yes, yes, yes. So through that discovery, like that has what I'm gonna say has led me to this like energetic place that but it's such a constant. And I think that's the thing that I have to remind myself of in those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm tired. And it's like, okay, but that's okay. Like, it's okay to be tired. Or, you know, it is a daily choice to make a decision for yourself. And it's like, it's a moment by moment choice to make certain decisions for yourself. And so it's in that like awareness of those aspects that keep me like going, like, okay, you know, like I don't like to like give something like my like a negative experience like my whole day. Like I really try. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like y'all
Yeah.
are pretty similar with that. David
Yeah.
has the
Yeah.
same
Don't
kind
let
of
a
mindset.
little sliver of time
no.
Devon and I
dictate
are
your
the
whole
exact
day.
opposite. Okay,
I love
you're not like me. You're in the middle. And I'm over here.
Yeah, because
little
it's
bit
so
of both.
much.
So this is what I also hear you saying is just like, I feel like people take definitions for God, spirit, universe, and it's like, redefine that for yourself.
Yes.
Take it back. Expand your
Yes.
definition of self, God. Like that's a vibration like for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it's like, take it in. It's not a collective experience. You know, there's a collective power in it, but
Yes.
it's not a collective
a
total
personal
experience.
relationship.
It's also individual.
Yes,
You know?
yes, I like that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And on like your like where you're at with acting right now,
Yeah.
man, like I definitely I had probably 6 months to a year where I didn't have reps in my 20s.
Okay.
Like I literally
Yeah.
let it
Yes.
go. Like
yeah.
I had one manager, I hadn't had an agent for a while. I wasn't feeling great about the manager, but rather than going and like finding the next one, I
Yeah.
was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna take my hands off the wheel for a fucking minute and just like
Good for you.
survive in the way that I need to. It's
Yeah.
not like I was like thriving at the time. Like I was working a day job. I was like,
Sure.
I'm just gonna survive, do what I need to do in like this time in life that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
And actually let this fucking pressure off from my childhood
Yes.
of gripping the fucking wheel to try and make this
Yes.
fucking thing work.
Yes.
Man, you can get stuck in such scarcity and just feeling like
Oh, absolutely.
not good enough and all that, and like I gotta make it work, and and that energy, that fucking anxiety, and so like taking time off, like people telling you 4 months is a long time.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking
No,
not,
it's not.
dude.
No, it's not.
What you might have 2 auditions in those 4 months?
Yeah.
yeah. Dude. Like
Yeah. And acting's not going anywhere.
that you could take 10 years off and come back, to
Yes.
be honest. And I think for those of us who have been pursuing it since we were kids, actually giving yourself the freedom, if you want to stay in it as an adult, great, but actually giving yourself the freedom to, for a second, set it down.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to choose it as an adult,
Yes.
choose it as an adult. Like,
Absolutely.
do it.
Yeah.
You know, and managers and agents, like, they won't understand it.
Yeah.
Saying 4 months is a long time in this industry is hilarious to me.
It really is. Yeah.
Because
And
it's not.
it's not. It's not at all. But it is goes back to what you're saying, like the scarcity mindset. And
Yeah.
you know, I think it's quite scary how we can get sucked into
And you
that
can't
idea.
perform your best when
No.
you're in that scarcity
No.
mindset.
No.
Not at all.
You're under pressure. Like, nah, you're not giving your best. you're not
Yes.
giving your best performance.
Yeah, there's a sense of desperation. I got to the point of being like, I will prove it to everybody,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like, who?
Yeah.
exactly. Like, who, honey, are you proving it to?
Yeah.
And because,
Ooh,
yeah,
It's weighty carrying these dreams.
Yeah.
It's weighty.
And
you know?
like you're saying, like from a child,
Yeah.
like most people, there's not many people in the world who are doing the same thing that they were doing
Yes.
when they were a child, like
Yes.
occupationally. And so
Yeah.
for us to have this dilemma where we have to try and continue an occupation without ever branching out and saying,
Right.
oh, what are my other options?
Yes.
I feel like some of our contemporaries haven't acknowledged that there are other options out there for them. So I always encourage actors to look into other occupations.
yes,
Yeah, other jobs, other
Yeah.
aspects of creativity,
Yes.
just other ways to live your fucking life,
Yes.
like other ways to prioritize
Yeah,
your
don't
life,
feel so
you know?
pigeonholed into this this character that's been laid
yeah,
out for you.
yeah.
Yeah, I let it go way past expiration. So I left for Arizona for 2 years, but not before just a whole bunch of humiliation and all of that. But I would be. So I tell this horror story of like I was at the play that you did, the one act, not the one with the
Elevator?
No, not that one. The little one that you did with Sarah at the.
Oh, the Young Playwrights Festival.
Yeah,
That's right. You were in it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Young Playwrights Festival.
right. So I looked forward to working so much, right? But I physically could barely get up and go do it. And I remember driving to the theater, windows down, just screaming and crying in the middle of Hollywood traffic, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I look over, Ian Harding from PLL has his window down right there.
Got to be
And I
more
literally
careful.
just make eye contact with him, and I'm like, like, I don't know what else to do. But yet there was this part of me that was still just like, auditions. And obviously my body was literally saying, please stop.
Jeez, yeah.
Please stop.
I need it.
Please fucking
It's
stop.
time to log off, Jack.
Yeah, you gotta go, babe.
Yo, shut the shit
And
down for a second.
I was still trying to like make it, you know what I mean, work after. Oh God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. And those 2 years in Arizona, I do feel like I got to choose again to come back out here because I was kind of just brought out here like for better for worse and choosing it again.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Being intentional about what you're doing out here and being like, okay, I'm here not just on this train that's already moving, right?
Yeah.
But like
That's it. If anything in your life, not just acting, if anything starts to feel
Yes.
like this fucking like boot
Yes.
on you, but it's something you think you want,
Right.
set it down for a while. Like
okay.
even a fucking relationship. I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
set it down for a second until you can choose it in your body in the present moment. Like if it starts to feel like this fucking
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah,
doing?
especially a creative venture. It's like, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, if you're not
Yes.
enjoying it, hey.
Yeah,
no, chief.
why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's got a chokehold on me.
God damn, I wish I could have just seen it from I don't, but just a bird's eye view of just like chaos. I would come home from that play, not like shower, wash anything, and just lay on the couch and get up till the next time I had to get up, which was probably like 15 hours later.
Uh-huh.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I kind of, this just reminded me, I kind of had an inverse of the play I did, Elevator. There's also the beauty of acting and creativity, which is like, my parents were getting divorced and I had run out of money and was working like 2 day jobs for the first time in my life
Yeah.
in this same period of time.
Yeah.
And then I happened to book this play that actually ran for 9 months and it
Okay.
was a lot of work. But that play was like so fucking good at that time in my life because where life had become a lot and processing my parents' divorce was like so fucking hard and just like how much my life had changed and working these jobs, where my heart probably would have naturally started to close and just shut down and numb because it was too much. I had to open it up
Yeah.
fucking 4 shows a weekend for this play and in rehearsals for 9 months during it. So like no matter how much I would want to protect, I had to fucking open up and create and express and like let myself feel. And that was the beautiful part of like this
Absolutely.
work. Like it came at a time when I fucking needed that.
Yeah.
And it actually helped keep me balanced, you know? Like fuck.
Yeah.
That's the other side
That's
of the
usually what I
spectrum,
find
you
is
know?
like whatever you're booking is like the outlet that you need at the time. So
fuck.
I
Yeah,
was thinking about that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still love it.
Yes. Oh,
Still
for
love it.
sure. Like I can't imagine. Like I imagine that I'm just gonna take a break, but I also can't imagine being too far separated.
Yeah.
So we'll see what that looks like in the
Yeah.
future. But right now, I'm just enjoying just like the creative freedom to just be like, let's just play in the sand.
Good. And the personal freedom to just
Yes.
let all the pressure off for a while. Just
Yes.
fucking
Absolutely.
do you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a thing.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
So what is your like hope for this book? Like that it reaches people, yes, but like
Yeah.
what can you see?
Originally, I was like, oh, this is going to help so many people. And then I started writing. I was like, oh, this is helping you.
Hey, run it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's like, as I'm writing it, it's just like the development of these things, like talking about self-awareness and trying to figure out like, how do I actually like talk about this, and like having a through line. And then also getting like, now I'm in the chapter of like identity, and oh my gosh, I'm like, I went through such an identity shift with this whole adjustment that I'm taking now to figure out like, okay, well, who am I? If I've always known myself to be an actress, a model, and just like, okay, great, but now you're not doing those things, so who are you? And so it's within that I'm hoping that I can share stories from my experiences that people can relate to, and I just hope that it can reach the right people who need it in the time in which they need it. And so really just to like share stories. Yeah. So
would you ever do like any speaking engagements?
I would love to.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yes. I'd
Kill
love
it.
to.
We need to get
Thanks.
Marquise C. Brown on TED Talks.
Oh, well,
Let's go.
come on.
Hey,
Let's
there
go.
you go.
I
Ned
like
Talks.
it.
Ted
Ned
Talks.
Talks.
Let's start a competing brand. Hold on. Let's call the lawyers.
I am so excited for you. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to check it out and read
Thanks,
it. Like if
thanks.
it's half of what you give in person, then
Oh my
it's going to
gosh.
heal many people.
You just gave me chills. Thank you. I appreciate
100%.
that. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
really
you so
though.
much. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, we'll see. So my other idea, since we're on the mic, is just to like also get into hosting. That's another thought of mine too. Like I would love to like host like a dating show, like a reality dating show. Just ask questions, because I feel like some of these shows, everyone's like not asking the proper questions. But that's like dating in general,
Yeah, but like you're so right. They leave so much on the table.
Yeah.
They leave so much on the table.
Yeah, like you really gonna let them just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We're not gonna dig into that.
Yeah, you're not
Prod
gonna ask
them,
more
poke
questions.
them.
No, they look good. They smell good. They're paying for my dinner. Okay.
I mean,
Hey.
Wow.
So yeah, just exploring.
I was driving to shoot the pod yesterday, and there's a fucking billboard for the Golden Bachelor. Have you guys seen
No,
this?
is this an older man?
Yeah.
It said
Okay.
the poster was this hot older man, and it said like, I think he's hot, he's rich, he's 72.
Okay.
he's 70 as well, or he's 72?
He's 72. 72. He's 72 as well. And now I don't watch The Bachelor, but I think I might watch The Golden Bachelor because young people getting on The Bachelor, like
Yeah.
I know what they're about.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Love, but also
Yes, yeah.
getting on television,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But
Wait,
but,
really? They're
but,
not?
But these
I was
but these 70-year-olds.
Yeah, they got to be there for the good
What are we
reason.
doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're there for that Viagra. That
Oh, my
Viagra
goodness.
D.
Oh, my
Wow.
Yeah. So
That mean, wait.
yeah, let's get you on
So
a
you're
dating
telling me
show.
there's going to be fantasy suites?
What does that mean?
Fantasy suites mean they stay over with each other for the night.
Oh.
That doesn't come till the end. You got to make top 3.
Someone
to get
watch
that.
this
Wait, but
Bachelor.
that's bedtime at that point. Is he's 72? They're actually going to be sleeping.
Not if you thought about it ahead of time.
You're right.
You're like,
You're right.
oh, I'm up.
I mean,
When it's up, it's up.
when it's up, then it's up.
Exactly.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the dumbass question that I said that I had for you guys.
Okay, great.
I think I actually already asked y'all this, but I have to ask Marquise.
Okay.
Would you cryogenically freeze yourself?
Ooh.
You've
I don't think
definitely
you ever asked me that.
would have remembered that one.
Maybe these are just conversations I've had in my head.
I think you've had a lot of those. You're like, we talked about that thing. I'm like,
Nope.
not once.
Marquise, would you cryogenically freeze yourself?
For what purpose?
Thank you,
Or
thank
we
you.
get to
There you go,
decide?
yeah.
You get to decide the purpose.
Oh.
There are so many, like
So like Austin Powers, like freeze yourself, come back in a couple decades.
100.
Ooh. Can I go like third?
Okay.
I know, because I want to. I need to think about why I would do it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the question really is, are you worth cryogenically freezing? And I'm like, damn,
But who will be deciding that?
I gotta find my own purpose first. Existential question right there.
Dang. I don't want you to be using resources on me if I can't even contribute anything back. Would you wake me up?
I can't do it now. I can't do that in the future. That's a tough
My
one.
answer
is-
is no.
Okay.
No, because I'm living my life now, and it's like flowing from me and all the people I'm with now. It's an organic process.
That's
like
good.
it would be like, freezing a it's a fake plant, but freezing a plant, and yeah, it could live later on, but then it's not going to be like part of the ecosystem it was a part of.
That part.
Yeah.
So I'm going to freeze myself, wake up, and everyone I know is going to be fucking old, have lived lives and dead. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
I'm gonna just do it to be a menace.
Be a menace.
Y'all wake me up. Y'all wake me up.
Yeah, this is a different movie. I'm back, motherfucker!
Dude, see, and it's tough. Like, to go into the future, you're at a disadvantage. Now, going into the past,
Yeah.
if you're talking about time traveling and going back, I'll go back and
Yeah,
win the
I'm
World
interested.
Series, bet on
okay.
the World Series, that type
Yeah,
of stuff.
invest in
Right,
Apple.
right.
Yeah, make a lot of money.
Right.
But going into the future, it's like these people are flying around and stuff. They're all bioengineered.
You're just like,
I wonder what people would look like at that point.
Ooh.
I hear that we're going to be kind of deformed because of the technology we've been using.
Is it just
Like,
the technology?
or it might just be people just over time get uglier. But no, I mean they say that holding the iPhone, like we're gonna have like a hunchback because we do all
Okay,
this.
yeah,
so
for
this
sure.
is gonna elongate.
Yeah.
People wearing headphones like the gamers, there's gonna be like a big divot in their head. No, I'm serious.
Who is
I
they?
can't-
Who is they? That's what Daniel said.
Hey,
Where do
the
people
big dog is
say
like, you know
this?
this?
dang.
Oh man, I may
Who's
be
the
pulling that out the
fucking
crack of my ass.
they? Yeah, you're definitely.
No, but
We're gonna have dents and lumps.
Think about if you would have told that to like a Cro-Magnon, or I don't even know if they were the, but if you would have told that to someone back in the day, they would be like, I never thought that we'd be bipedal, people.
Yeah, but we got more attractive and upright. Like
We
didn't-
think we're attractive. We might be ugly to those guys.
I
we're
think
not.
that is true.
That part.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
human centrist,
Yes.
human centric. But
Yeah.
Human centrist. Oh, I love when Daniel uses his big collar terms. I fucking love it.
I just paste stuff together. But yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
but,
would-
but you're definitely right. We'd be at a disadvantage going into the future.
Yeah.
He's like all that other shit you said. I don't agree with, but
It'd be like
Well-
it'd be like being in jail for 30 years and then you come out and they're like, "Hey, now go live life," and you're like,
what is?
"What is
Yes.
happening?"
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
TikTok? Yeah, why are they standing there?
What is
themselves?
this?
Ice cream, so good. Ice cream.
And so, yeah.
Glizzy.
Dim, dim.
What are they doing?
Riding like a cowboy.
Yeah, I'm like cowboy. Hey, no, you might be good at that.
Hey, I thought about it.
Also,
I thought
if
about
you need
it.
money in the meantime, just become an NPC streamer.
I thought about it, and then
No,
I just watched all the videos that people were like, "This is so cringy," and I was like, "Maybe it is."
I mean,
Maybe
it
not.
is.
But-
We made
but-
$100 and
No,
like
dude,
20 minutes.
we did like a little 3-person stream. And
Daniel is unbelievable
Shut
at
your
it.
mouth.
No, I'm serious, Mark. I'm serious.
Oh my
Yeah.
and
gosh!
have you heard the meme? I am cringe, but I am free.
Hey, it is, but it's going back to getting out of like the perception of other people, Because like I said, I watched all these videos and people were like, "This is cringy," and then other people were being like, "But I made so much money."
Pinky
Yeah.
Doll's making like fucking $7,000 a week or something.
Listen,
like,
so who am I to talk about cringe?
Redefine cringe for yourself.
This
But,
is true.
but,
I mean,
but
hey.
if it makes you, my thing is I
Cringe
watch
is not
those.
adjective?
Yes.
My thing is I watch those and I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be this.
I'm gonna
got
be
a
honest with
I've
you.
got a
that,
mixed bag.
That NPC thing shut me down pretty hard. I don't know
Okay.
why.
No, you hated it. You hated it.
I don't know why.
She
because
walked away
it was
from
like,
us.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah,
it is a
Degrading.
good way to
You
do
felt
it.
like it was degrading.
I didn't
Oh.
feel like it. I just felt like A, didn't know what was going on. B, just didn't like how fast it was going. And C,
happening.
yeah, it was just too much concentration at the glizzy, ice cream, random, hat, sunglasses. Like, what?
I don't remember that noise.
And, Lindsay, you'd be horrible at orgies then. You got to stay on your toes,
It's a major
You really
focus.
gotta
I would
look alive,
imagine.
Look,
Get it, I get
I can handle what is in front of me. I lose the forest for the trees every time.
I
so.
get it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but your funny quips are so great, and I think you're very detailed at examining a conversation and pulling out these great moments. So,
So I'm good
moving
at
that
something.
fast. Yeah. Moving that fast might be a little bit too much. You lose some of the
Yeah.
the quality.
Nuance, yes, and the quality, yeah, that's right. But I did find it very impressive that you did it. I don't know what my brain did, but I was just like, I don't want to be a
leaving.
part of this.
I gotta step
but
back
I don't usually do that. I don't
She
usually
would've
do
just sat
that.
on the couch. I was like, she excused herself from the conversation. That Lindsay never does that. But
Because I was like, yeah, I was overwhelmed. But anyway.
I get that.
So, are you gonna cryogenically freeze yourself?
Oh, yes. Okay. I think I'm going to pass. I think, yeah. I think I like the idea
Like
of
literally,
like,
you want to pass.
I rented.
yeah, I'm
die.
literally not going to cryogenically freeze myself because I think it would be like a cute idea of like, oh yes, I can come back and be like, ooh, but also what will that really look like in the future? And I think, as you have said, that like your life is living now. So the idea of being like, I'm gonna stop and preserve myself, like how lost will I actually be when I come back? Of like, dang, you lost a lot of people.
Your muscles atrophy.
Oh my gosh, you come out, you're like,
I'm gently.
hey, I made it. I'm here now. Okay, but at what cost?
Even like the trying to like I definitely want to age as healthy as possible, but even the obsession with like trying to beat aging, like
That exactly.
nah,
Yeah.
I'll age and I'll die, man, and like
Yeah.
thank God.
That's yes.
I don't want to be here forever,
No.
man. This is plenty.
This is plenty. I'm good.
I don't want to go too soon, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm good with a lifetime. You know,
Yes.
that's enough.
Yeah. I'm good with a lifetime.
Yeah, I don't need to
Yeah.
like fight my aging. Like
Yeah.
it's natural. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I
you
do
know?
think that's
I say
sad.
that now, but then I
I
might
know,
be
I'm
70
literally
and like
like-
with the fucking dent in my forehead that Daniel's talking about, and just like kill me.
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't
Wow.
know.
So I should cancel that pot of 4.
You got a 4 pod ready?
Or what about
Cryogenic.
what about would you go to Mars?
Are you absolutely out of your skull?
I didn't say I would. I just asked you.
No.
I agree.
No.
But she
I
does
agree.
want to cryogenically freeze herself. That's why she asked.
Look.
I know I wouldn't go to Mars either.
And you wouldn't
you
sweat.
go to
You wouldn't
Mars?
sweat too.
Oh, that's right. I just need to go in there just for a cool down. Like that's not even gonna freeze
They've
me.
got
That's just
those.
gonna be like you're at a regular temperature now.
Congratulations.
Yep.
They've
Yep.
got those cryo booths now. You can go like just cold off.
Wait, time out
You
before
can just
we
cold off.
before we
Before we
wrap
wrap
it
it
up.
up.
Yes.
Would you go to space?
Ooh.
I mean, you're there already.
I
but
thanks. You know, I don't really know what that means, but thank you.
you know, like we're there.
okay, sure. Okay, you know.
We're physically in
like,
space. Earth is
sure.
in space. We
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
Okay,
But would
okay,
you go
now I'm
any
tracking.
further out?
I think after it's been tried and true, then maybe, because I'm not trying to go and be like, yes, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that imploding
Submarine.
I was trying not to say
Yeah,
it, but
no,
yes, yes. So I'm gonna let people
But
come
you know
back
what?
and tell stories.
I feel like they actually like obviously scary, horrible, but like
Eh?
instant.
That's what I heard.
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I've heard mixed.
Oh,
Don't say
At
that.
first, I thought it was instant, and then I heard like mixed that like they probably at least knew shit was going wrong and were trying to solve problems. So
Okay.
there was probably some anxiety
Panic,
at
yeah.
the end.
And they probably murdered the guy who took him on the trip with the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I would have tried.
Right?
I would have tried.
No,
to,
you-
I would have tried to eat his heart before the thing imploded.
okay.
Imagine-
yeah. you
just-
haven't imagined this at all.
Imagine you're hearing that and you're taking in the dump somebody just took from that place. You know, it was so small and you're like, oh, and just some shit is in the
must have
air the
been
whole
awful.
time. Awful.
Did they have like a ventilation system in there?
Ventilation.
How does that? You can't.
How does that work out?
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't work. You're right. They're stinking.
Ooh,
And cryogenically, like waking up with all that crust in your eyes, you gotta stank breath. Like there gotta be some stink.
It's one of the side effects.
Oh,
I'm with you though. No space until it's locked down. Like I would like to see the Earth from space.
yes.
You fucking idiot flat earthers. I'm sorry.
Wait, but how cool was that guy who like jumped from space?
Unbelievable.
lit.
Incredible.
It was crazy. He like jumped from like above Earth. Like
Yeah.
the highest
You
can go
believe
without-
that? You fucking nerd.
Wait,
you believe?
really? He didn't do it?
No, he did. I'm
making
just,
fun of
I'm
them.
just making fun of the fucking
flat
idiot
earthers.
flat earthers. You guys are so dumb. Sorry, that
It
shit
was
enrages me.
insane. This dude was just like,
Oh,
Yeah, he fell from like the stratosphere
It was
or something.
insane.
It was like a Red Bull
I'm
thing.
just
Do you
not
remember
sure
this?
that
You
I
wore
know.
a
I
space
don't
suit. Would you do
remember
that?
this.
It's crazy.
I've gone skydive. I mean, once you jump
I
or
went
are
skydiving.
pushed, you're just gonna go. So you
Yeah.
can do it.
But it was different.
would you
This
do
dude-
it from that high up?
No.
If I'm up there, yeah, I want to get back.
No,
up.
no, no. This dude, no. Hold on.
What do I do up there?
This dude had to train. He was going. He knew the G-forces. He was going
Oh,
to
yeah,
pass
he's got a
out
red
during
line.
it. He had to wear a spacesuit. He was gonna pass out. Have to wake up and pull a shit. Like no one's doing this. This was extreme as fuck.
You pass out and then you wake up. When I skydived,
Yeah.
I passed out for like 3 seconds.
Oh, whoa.
And I woke up.
What?
Yeah, dude. That slobber flying up the side.
While you're tandem strapped to a dude.
Dude, you know, it was a chick, which was great. So no dangling on my backside. But yeah, I passed out for like a good 3 seconds. It's all on video, and then you wake up and you're shocked, but then it just feels like you're just laying on a carpet.
Ooh.
You reach terminal velocity, and your stomach's no longer dropping.
Okay.
So it's not like a roller coaster when you first hit it. When you're falling, at terminal velocity, you do not feel it. It's like you're laying on a carpet. It is
Terminal
beautiful.
velocity sounds like you're gonna die.
I just
Terminal illness,
I just
right?
love that you passed out. That's like those videos of those like slingshot rides.
Yeah.
And there's that kid that he's passing out, waking up and seeing where he is and passing out again. That video is unbelievable, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love that shit.
All right.
All right,
Marquise,
we gotta wrap
Yeah, we
this
need
up.
a
we're
tip.
gonna wrap
We
it
need a
up.
tip. This is
What
great.
we like
This
to
is
do is just offer a little tip to the audience, your own little tip.
Oh my gosh.
Little advice, a little adulthood
I don't know which
Okay.
survival guide.
Okay.
But just offer it to the people.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna say my tip is to love on yourself, and whatever that looks like. I feel like there are just different aspects of like if that's just like taking time for yourself, or going for a walk, or giving yourself a hug. As like awkward as that is, but sometimes like it's just nice to just like I just need to be touched, and like not in like necessarily like this sexual way, but in this just like a very compassionate kind of way. But like whatever that feels like, writing or just taking yourself out on a date, things like that. But and just have compassion for yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing sometimes too, with everything that's going on, is to actually care for yourself. So just discover what that looks like for you, and how you can do that, but be gentle with you. Yeah.
Oh, we love Marquise. Mine is just redefine those big things in your life, like God or whatever, what you believe in. Redefine those things so that you can take them back. They're not constructs out there that are solid, written in stone, right? Like they are for you, not against you. So it's like redefine your stuff.
I love that. I love that. Mine is don't be a flat earther. Do you hear me out there? You're not smarter than everybody. Just fucking come back to earth.
Devon, do you think you're smarter than everybody?
No. No, there's so much I don't know, and so much I defer to people who know more, and just don't be this. The smugness of these motherfuckers.
I'm about to become a flat earther just to take on your wrath.
That's great. Guys, be open to experiences. There is a lot out there. Find something that inspires you. Find something that is fun. You might pass out while you're doing it, but you're gonna get to your destination. Just enjoy the journey.
Wow.
Thank you for being here, Marquise.
Dude,
It's
yes,
so
I love you.
great
God.
to see
Yes,
you,
yes,
man.
amazing.
You guys.
Thank you.
We made it. We're
Yeah,
all
we
adults.
did. We are all adults.
We're all in our
Survived.
30s.
Look at that.
Shit's crazy, man.
So crazy. Yeah. Thanks for
And
having
Marquise,
me.
I can't wait for your book.
Yes,
Thank
Yes.
you.
Everybody,
Thank you.
Everyone go
Thank you.
follow and look
And
out
it's
for
exciting.
Marquise
Thanks, guys.
C.
Later this year?
Brown.
Yes.
Yes, later this year,
Marquise
hopefully.
C. Brown.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll shout it out.
We'll see you
Thank
guys
I
next week.
appreciate that.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Big shout out to our patrons.
Patrons.
We love you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for making this show possible. Patreon.com/NedsPod. We got bonus content.
Oh, yeah.
We got patron-only live streams.
All that.
We take your questions and answer them on the pod.
part.
It's a good time.
Wow. Do
it.
And a major shout out, either over my face or your face, to our super friends.
Super friend.
Hey,
yeah.
Time for the super friend dance now.
It's super
Time for the super friends dance now.
Friends get super duper dances.
Big shout out to our super duper friends.
Super duper friends.
Legendary XAK.
AK, and
Yeah.
then who else we got? We also got Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah, let's go.
And Eve.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you guys. For real, we love you.
Super friends
We'll see you on the live stream.
Super friends dance. Mwah. We love you guys. Peace.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Neds Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. To see clips from this pod, go check out the Neds Pod Clips YouTube at the link in the description. And if you need even more of us in your life, come and join our Patreon, also at the link in the description. See you soon.